college basketball, particularly men's college basketball, is arguably one of the most interesting sports to watch. First, we'll go over the history of basketball, then we'll talk about how the NCAA compares to the NBA, and then we'll talk about 3 of the best college teams. So, basketball originated by Dr. James Naismith in 1891. They originally played with peach baskets nailed up and with soccer balls. And then he wrote the original 13 rules of basketball for his local YMCA. And in those rules, there was no dribbling. So whenever you caught the ball, you were stationary. You either had to pass or shoot. And the first professional league came 7 years after the original rules were written in 1898. And then the evolution of the game. Shot clocks were introduced to the National League in 1954, which made which in the beginning they just played on however long it took to score, but now they have a certain amount of time. And then 3-point line was introduced in 1979. Okay, so men's college basketball, they're the only sport to play 2 20-minute halves instead of 4 quarters. And then they have a 30-second shot clock as opposed to the NBA, which has a 24-second shot clock. And then the intensity is a lot greater because they're trying to show out for the scouts and to get to the league where the people in the league are already getting paid, so they don't really care that much. March Madness, it's a big thing in the college basketball spectrum because everybody's trying to get a perfect bracket and their team's trying to win the tournament. And different than the NBA championship, it's a single elimination instead of a 7-game series. And then college basketball has rivalries, which are a lot more intense than the NBA rivalries because, it don't matter the skill gap, it's always going to be a close game whenever 2 rivals are playing. And then, so starting out with Kentucky, they're coached by John Calipari. According to sportsreference.com, their all-time record is 2,292 wins and 706 losses as of March 20th. And they have second place for all-time national championships with 8. And their style, as of lately, they've fallen into the one-and-done era where people only come to their program for 1 year just so they can go to the league. Duke, they're coached by Mike Krzyzewski. Their all-time record is 2,173 wins and 886 losses. And they're tied for 3rd for most national championships with 5. And they've always been a long-time rival of Kentucky, and they've always been prominent with the point guards. And then UCLA, they're currently coached by Murray Bartow. They have the most national championships with 11, and their all-time record is 1,890 wins and 856 losses. And then, so today we've learned about the history of basketball, how college compares to the pros, and 3 of the great teams. And I hope I've made some new informed college basketball fans, and good luck on your brackets.
Okay. Is this a free ball?
Huh?
I would never be able to do that. Stutter like 5